As the winter chill settles over Melbourne, one corner of the city is turning up the heat.
The Firelight Festival is Melbourne's premier free winter event which will transform the Docklands into a glowing, vibrant hub of flame, light, and community spirit. Renowned for its cozy, ambient atmosphere and rich multicultural focus, Firelight has become a quintessential winter tradition. For 3 spectacular nights, the waterfront becomes a canvas for creativity, inviting everyone to step out of the cold and into an immersive world of warmth and wonder. Whether you're a local or visiting for the night, there is something to discover around every corner. As you wander along the promenades, you'll be greeted by a dazzling array of fire dances and high-energy roaming performances that bring the night to life. The air will be filled with the sounds of genre-bending live music, featuring a dynamic mix of local talent and global rhythms that will keep you moving. It's an event designed for everyone. From interactive storytelling that sparks the imagination of the little ones to surprise art installations tucked away in parks and pathways, the festival is a true celebration of Melbourne's diverse creative heartbeat. The setting itself is part of the magic, the dramatic flickering of flame art reflected across the dark waters of the harbour, creating the perfect backdrop for a night of connection and joy. And the best part? It's completely free. There are no bookings required, no tickets to chase. Simply turn up, soak in the atmosphere, and enjoy the entertainment all night long. Beyond the festival spectacle, the Docklands area is ready to host you. It's the perfect excuse to explore the local waterfront restaurants, enjoy a drink at a cozy bar, or take advantage of special deals at nearby shops. Whether you're grabbing a hot meal by the water or dancing near the fire pits, it's the ultimate way to embrace the winter season. So, mark your calendars and prepare to be dazzled. Come down to NewQuay Promenade, Victoria Promenade, and Harbour Esplanade to experience the glow for yourself. Gather your friends, bring the family, and bask in the light, the music, and the unmistakable energy of the Firelight Festival.
In a world that rarely slows down, there is a profound luxury in the act of paying attention. This winter, Melbourne audiences are invited to pause and breathe as artist Julie Davidson unveils her highly anticipated solo exhibition, Symphony of Light. Spanning over 30 years of technical mastery, this exhibition is a masterclass in the art of stillness. Drawing inspiration from the grand European traditions of Caravaggio and Lorraine, Davidson transforms the humble objects of our domestic lives, vases, bowls and blossoms, into luminous subjects of quiet intensity. But these are not mere still lifes, they are meditations. The exhibition explores the intersection of Western artistry and a Zen-like restraint. Whether it is the silver glint of light on a glazed surface or the delicate curve of a petal, Davidson's work captures the finest slice of the present. She manages to render time so finely that each painting feels both instantaneous and infinite, a space where the viewer can step out of the chaos of a technologically mediated world and simply exist. The vessels featured in these works carry their own stories. Small dishes collected on travels, or cherished ceramics by local masters Arnaud Barraud and Jacques Belfort. Davidson selects them not for their opulence, but for their simplicity, finding a harmony that echoes the Japanese art of ikebana, where beauty is found in asymmetry, negative space, and the natural flow of a stem reaching toward the light. This collection is deeply personal. It is described as the interior time of a life lived fully, a life of motherhood, of care, of joy, and of loss. To stand before these canvases is to share in that time, finding a moment of reverence in the seemingly mundane. Julie Davidson's Symphony of Light is a testament to the idea that the extraordinary is always present if we only choose to look. It is a stunning, sophisticated, and deeply moving body of work that celebrates the beauty of the everyday. Diamonds, Furs and Murder by Tara Oldfield is the many crimes of Mona Hayes, and a historical fiction inspired by the life and crimes of little-known 1930s thief Mona Hayes. Described by police as a well-educated, exceptionally clever crook, if she saw something she wanted, she took it. It was the 1930s when Mona Hayes gained notoriety as a travelling thief with a string of aliases. Well educated and born to a respectable family in Queensland in 1913, Hayes worked as a theatre usher and was known to keep bad company. Tara Oldfield loves to research and write about women living unconventional lives, and Mona Hayes became her 10-year investigation.
A lot of what I've written is based exactly on her life and what happened, and I've actually used her real words in many instances. I know from trial transcripts and police records what was happening in her life and what she was saying and what the police were saying and what the courts were saying. And I've actually pulled that in where I could, and I've really stuck to the, true elements of her life where I could. But then she was a tricky woman to research, and she used lots of different names, and back then you just change your name and you didn't have to, record it anywhere. She would tell police different things about her life, so records were contradicting each other. And so there were a lot of gaps in the public record about her life. And so that's where I've brought in the creative process and fictionalized those elements. But I've tried to always stay true to what I believe was really happening. And I'm at the back of the book, I try to make clear as well where I have used fact and where I've used fiction so that the reader is aware.
Tara was particular with detail and researched the period extensively, including the theatres at the time and the details of everyday life. Diamonds, Furs and Murder may depict the many crimes of Mona Hayes, but it is a historical fiction inspired by the life and crimes of this little-known 1930s thief. The author filled in the gaps with much colour and excitement.
So the real Mona Hayes I actually lose in the public record by the 1940s. So I had to really create an ending for her with this book that I felt honoured her and that could have really happened for her. I found that her crimes were very dramatic and kind of performative in nature. She didn't just walk into a store and grab something and run. She would put on a character and chat up the staff, and it was just very dramatic. And so I felt like there was a bit of a frustrated performer in her. And so in my version of her story, she does have that desire to perform. And that sort of, the conflict within her is, do I go on the straight and narrow or do I continue living the way I've been living? And I hope people like what I've chosen with the ending.